No, I haven't finally cracked from reading too much Berserk or Gans. And no, this isn't a secret sequel to Tokyo Ghoul. If you saw that title on a shelf and thought, oh, Jan's finally getting into cannibalism horror, I don't blame you. But what if I told you that this sentence, this bizarre borderline grotesque request, is actually one of the most soul-crushing, psychologically profound expressions of love I've ever encountered in a comic? Today we're diving into the complete manga collection of I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It's not what you think, but it might be exactly what your cold, cynical heart needs. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jan, your resident midlife comic geek. If you're new here, we deal in the heavy stuff. Stories with grit, psychological depth, and the occasional existential crisis. Before we dissect why this story left me staring at my ceiling at 3 a.m., do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm realize that us older geeks still have taste, and it keeps the lights on here in the den. Done? Alright, let's get into the guts of it. So the setup. We have our protagonist. Let's call him the Nameless Loner, because he literally refuses to give his name to anyone. And Sakura Yamauchi. Sakura is the school's it girl, bubbly, popular, and vibrant. Our guy, he's the human equivalent of a beige wall. He stays in his books because, in his words, fiction is more interesting than reality. Everything changes in a hospital waiting room. He finds a book titled Living with Dying. It's Sakura's secret diary. In it, she reveals she's dying of a terminal pancreatic disease. Now, in a typical shoujo, he'd burst into tears and promise to protect her. But our guy just goes, oh, that sucks. And strangely, that's exactly why Sakura chooses him. He's the only person who knows she's dying but doesn't treat her like a tragedy. He treats her like a person. What follows is a countdown of her final months as she drags this introverted wallflower through her bucket list. As someone who usually gravitates toward the psychological trauma of Goodnight Punpun or the dark suspense of Monster, I was skeptical. And I thought, is this just another manic pixie dream girl saving the sad boy trope? But there is a psychological weight here that caught me off guard. The story explores the philosophy of connection. Sakura argues that living isn't just breathing, it's the friction between people. It's the choices we make to let someone in, knowing damn well they're gonna leave. I have to be honest with you guys, this book broke me. I'm a grown man. I've seen some things, but the final 30 pages of this manga took me nearly an hour to finish. And not because the plot was complex. I was crying so hard that my eyes were completely misty. The lettering became this illegible, blurry mess on the page. I actually had to set the book down, pace around the room, and try to get a grip of myself just so I could focus my eyes enough to read the next panels. It's a physical experience. When a story can disrupt your actual vision with sheer emotion, that's a powerful writing. The art by Idomi Kirihara is clean and expressive. It doesn't rely on gore or shock, though for my fellow horror fans, the fear of death is ever present in the margins. I love that it's a completed series. You can grab the omnibus and get the full emotional lobotomy in one setting. Also, the ending. It's a total subversion. It's not the peaceful hospital bad cliché you're expecting. It's sudden, it's violent in its unfairness, and it's hauntingly realistic. Now, is it perfect? Look, I'm a grumpy old man. There were moments where Sakura's relentless bubbliness made me want to tell her to take it down a notch. It's a bit melodramatic at times, it's a teen drama after all. If you're looking for the high-octane fan service of High School of the Dead or the constant thrill of a Death Note, you might find the pacing a bit slow. It's a slow burn character study. If you don't like feelings, stay far away. This book is 400 pages of feelings. If you liked A Silent Voice for its redemption arcs, or Your Lie in April for its, well, for its trauma, You'll appreciate this. It's got that mature edge I look for, not through blood, but through the raw, unfiltered terror of being forgotten. It's a solid 8.5 on 10 for me. But hey, what about you guys? Does the title creep you out, or have you already cried your eyes out over this one? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. If you want more reviews of series that'll give you an existential crisis, check out my manga reviews playlist right here on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to join our growing community of midlife geeks. I'm Jan, and remember, read more, stay cynical, and maybe check on your pancreas. Catch you in the next one.